Kogo News Time, 5:12.
With prices topping $80,000 for a public 4-year college degree and close to $200,000 for private universities, selecting an undergraduate school is one of the biggest financial decisions a typical American high school student and his or her family will make.
Joining us on the Kogo News Live line, certified educational consultant specializing in college admissions, Catherine Mars. And Catherine, why has school gotten so expensive?
Well, I think that there's several elements involved, but one of them is the issue of amenities. You know, colleges are very competitive with one another, and they need to keep up with their grounds and how beautiful their campus looks and their student union and their workout facilities. Who has the highest climbing wall? That's a big one. So that's one of the reasons. And then as the tuition has increased and colleges have had to add a lot of non-revenue generating staff to help accommodate the needs of the students,
now,
or at least their perceived needs.
So Forbes is out with the best value college rankings. And so which schools offer the best bang for the buck?
Well, you're very fortunate to be in California, and especially Southern California, because the first of the top 10 schools, 4 of them are in California, and they're state schools. You know, there's Berkeley, and there's UCLA, and then there's Irvine and UC Davis. And those are fabulous for your students in the state of California. So, and then you have, of course, the Claremont McKenna and Pomona and San Diego State and the University of California at San Diego, Caltech. Those are all in your backyard, and those are on that list. It's fabulous.
So how much do degrees at those schools generally run? Are they about the average, $80,000 for public?
Well, I would, for in-state, yes. I would say that that's probably very reasonable for your California kids. They're not for your out-of-state kids. Like kids here in Texas would love to go to your schools in California, but because they have to pay the full freight, I often caution them that, you know, you're going to be paying for a private school education going to a big public school. So reconsider that.
That's a good point.
Claremont McKenna and Pomona are absolutely fabulous schools, but they are very expensive. And so I don't know that, $60,000 is the total drive-out cost. It may be a little more.
So
students really need to have conversations with their families about what do the families feel is a reasonable amount of money to spend on a college education.
So you mentioned, you mentioned the best bang for the buck, but what factors went into these rankings? What do they look at?
Well, I think they look at, number one, reputation, and how easy is it for a student to get a job when they come out of those schools, and the career centers at the schools, and if the career centers are doing their job and helping the students develop reasonable resumes that will help them get jobs. You know, colleges, one of the things that I have a beef about is that I don't think colleges take enough initiative in helping counsel kids who have loans. I think that students oftentimes that have need-based financial aid, which is at the state schools predominantly what you'll find, is that they don't give them guidance. And so students who maybe are first-generation kids going to college don't have the type of guidance to know how to manage their loans and manage their money and know that they are going to have to pay back those loans as soon as school is out after they graduate. So if a student's going on to graduate school, they need to be very sensitive to how much money they borrow to go to college.
All right, Catherine Mars is a certified educational consultant specializing in college admissions. Thank you for your time and some good information to parents, you know, who are about to send that kid off to college, trying to figure out what to do and where to get that money.
Yeah, it's May. They're probably already scratching their heads going, oh boy. Kogo News Time, 5:16.